Alright, I'm on a roll. This is Jerry Diamond. Diamond's log, arc date 2015-1-10. I'll try to speak up. I'm getting a little tired and sluggish. Change my position a little bit here. Okay. I'm kind of excited about this one. It's kind of a no-brainer, kind of a stupid. But I'm done. But I am going to start reading my book. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to read it as is. I'm going to really try hard to read it as is and not make any comments. Just read it. My family has gotten into audiobooks. Oh my gosh, that is what an industry, you know. And the crazy thing is, I have read thousands, hundreds anyway, science fiction books. And here my family is all addicted to listening to science fiction books. And it irritates the living hell out of me. Use French once in a while, but you know, I just because they're not books that are that I see as being educational, uplifting. I mean, everything I have read has been reason for it. You know, books I mentioned: Lucifer's Hammer, 1632, John Ringo. You know, Last Centurion. Moon is a Harsh Mistress by Robert Heinlein. Tunnel in the Sky by Robert Heinlein. If you want to read a good book on survival mentality, the book is based on the instructor in that survival instructor in that book is based on his Navy, Robert Heinlein's instructor in the Navy. Anyway, you know, books that say something, mean something, and that don't have a nasty worldview. Baal Tao Shaolin, you know. So. All right, well, I am going to read another book. I'm going to read an entire book, section by section. It's going to be about 8-9 sections. I'm going to read my book, How to Get Out of Babylon. Or the original title, when I very first did it, I called it Eagle's Wings. And then I changed it to Wings of an Eagle. And this one friend of mine said, hey, that's really great because that's what it's going to take is we, W-E, we. And then because I wanted it to be, I wanted to make it out of a title, and I looked up things at that time, 2006, 7, or whatever, on the internet, that said where the phraseology was unique, and that if you put it in quotation marks, that it would likely pull it up, so that if someone sat down at the computer at some distant time in the future and said, you know, prayed and went, oh gosh, I need to know how to get out of Babylon, okay? So, and that's why I chose that title. It was, at that time, if you did that and put it in quotation marks, it would only pull up, you know, one page. At that time, one page of hits, which is amazing because most things you put in, you might get a 10 million, you know, a couple 100,000 to 20 million. So just as an example for grins and giggles, I'm going to do that. So 122,000 results. Maybe it was at the most of them that would pull up. And now this is me doing it on my computer. I would like to know, you know, if someone did this on their computer, how it would pull it up. So, you know, I know this is, they call it Google Bubble. I could try this under another thing, but 122,000 hits on the first page. All but one hit is mine. Okay. Show, not too bad. No, one. Spencer Miller Sherman 2, 3. Okay, whatever. Yeah. Okay, let's say half of them on the first page are mine. There's phraseology you can. Amazon? I don't have it on Amazon. That's weird. Blah 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 blah. I don't know. Anyway, you get the idea. Had some Ozark Mountain photos, instant gallery, share with friends. Wings of an Eagle, Ozark Mountains. How to get out of Babylon. Okay. Huh. Looks like somebody tried to publish it on Amazon in Britain. That's pretty funny. Huh. By Jeremiah Elliott. Amazon's bookstore. Free UK delivery. Ah! Alright. Stop it. Sorry. Yeah, Ozark Mountains. Oh my gosh. Look that up. There's some scenery for you. Whew. Sheesh. Cool. Alright. Be that as it may. Ooh, wow, where's that? That's Wyoming. Stop it. Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. I really do. Let me start reading here then. Blah, bitty, blah, blah. Because they might be coming back from the dance at any minute. Okie dokie. Do that again. Oh, sorry. Alright. Preface. Stop it. Okay. Here we go. How to get out of Babylon. Preface. I want to take the time to send this out to our friends. And friends who been a while since I've read this. And I don't need my glasses. We know that one. Okay. I want to take the time to send this out to our friends, family, and those who will become friends in the days ahead. Many of you have become a very big part of our lives and of the ideas and the dream which is laid out in this document. Please feel free, if you get through it, to use anything you can, forward it far and wide. Give me any feedback you may have, and certainly any new ideas. It may be that if you pray about it, you may be led to take a specific part in the program laid out therein. Most of you are already in one way or another. I have already been severely castigated by a self-righteous Christian for being a cultist because of my quotation of Joseph Smith. I adamantly refuse to take out any references to Mormon history and prophecies just to perhaps make this message more palatable to milk-drinking babes. Some love to eat the meat, some love to pick the bone. John Bunyan in his Pilgrim's Progress introduction poem. Refusing to consider ideas and practices just because they were thought of or used by a people that you disagree with is foolish and arrogant. That would be like refusing to live in a YURT or a TIPI because they were invented by Mongolians or Indians. This is a plan and plea for a structured, replicating, systematic, and intercommunal effort to provide shelter and food for those relatives as well as strangers in Israel that I foresee to be cast upon us in the future. I'm not going to comment. I wrote this in the year 2000. It's 2015. People, and it still may be 15 years in the future. Oh, stop it. People are being led to gather out of the cities. Some are becoming committed enough. A community near us has one young family with 3 small children who live in an uninsulated school bus, vans, and tents, with a single-layer greenhouse for a kitchen and shower. In their determination to try to live a debt-free life apart from the physical and spiritual deadliness of the city, this is their winter quarters, as it were. They hope to build a more livable home in the spring. We moved from Denver to Topeka on $800 with no job lined up. I empathize with them totally. A friend moved to Missouri from New Jersey in a subcompact with no job, no housing, and a pregnant wife. It is happening. Wheresoever eagles gather, there the body is. Listen to the Father as to where you are to be. Signed, Jeremiah Elliott. That was my pen name. And I still write under the name of Jeremiah because it's my name. So there. And there's one person, thank you, Mark, who calls me Jeremiah. When I hear him say Jeremiah, it doesn't matter how far away he is. I know who it is. my back can be to him, and he can be 100 feet away, and I hear him say Jeremiah, I know it's Mark. So, very, very, very blessed friend, and don't get to see him as often enough. Alrighty. I did just see him Saturday. Would have been nice if he'd have been there when my life was threatened that day by a former friend. Anyway, I have put very few people in the you do not exist box, but this other guy that just threatened me Saturday is in that category. All right, I am going to sign off with that and go into chapter 1. This is Jerry Diamond. If you're listening to this,